Today's video is going to be very interesting as you will learn how these large language models like GPT, Claude models, or Gemini are trained and how they turn into a very helpful AI assistants answering almost all of your questions. So, by the end of the video, you'll understand the complete journey from raw data to a conversational AI agent. So, without further ado, let's get started. So LLM training has two different stages. First is the pre-training stage and second is the post-training stage. Pre-training stage, the output is a base model, which we'll understand as we go through this video. What is a base model? And post-training stage, there are a couple of steps that are done in order to output a model, which is an assistant model, which is able to act like a smart AI assistant and answer all of your queries. These different steps that are followed in post training is supervised fine tuning or instruction tuning, and RLHF, which is reinforcement learning from human feedback, and safety alignments. So we'll take a look at all of these one by one as we go through the video. Let's start with understanding what pre-training is. Pre-training involves training the models on vast amount of data, which includes websites, codes, books. In case of multimodal models, it can be images, videos, and other modalities. The training objective is to predict the next token in sequence, and the output model has a general understanding of language patterns and coding styles, but has not been aligned or fine tuned for a specific task, which is known as foundational models or base models. Pre training is by far the most expensive process because it involves a lot of computational resources, GPUs, because the training data can range from hundreds of billions to over 10 trillion tokens. After the pre-training is done, the output foundational model can predict the next token in sequence without performing any post-alignment steps. Okay. So now you're wondering that post pre-training, we already have an output model which is able to predict the next most probable token, which LLMs are supposed to do. So why we need post training? So the problem is that even though your models knows everything and is able to answer or come up with the next most probable token, it is still not able to follow instructions. So what is the solution? The solution is to train your base models with instruction response pairs so that it's able to follow your instructions. So this process of training the LLM models with label data is known as supervised fine tuning. Whereas fine tuning is the process wherein you take in the pre-trained LLM and train it with label data. Label data can be instruction response pairs, and in that case, it's known as instruction fine tuning, or it can be any domain specific data if you want the models to respond for a domain specific task. And because you're fine tuning a base LLM model, it will have all the features that the base LLM model has, which is language understanding, semantic understanding, and everything else. And on top of that, it will also be able to respond to your specific task on which you have trained. So, and because of this, fine tuning is not as expensive as pre training because you're not really training the model from scratch. Also, fine tuning will improve the accuracy and relevancy of the responses a lot, specifically on the domain specific tasks. So, post fine tuning, you'll be clearly able to see how the model responds. It will be able to follow your instructions and not just predict the next token in sequence. To sum up, we do pre-training, which generates a output base model. Then we perform fine tuning over that base model, which generates a helpful AI assistant or a domain related assistant which can follow instructions. So now that we have learned about supervised fine tuning, it's time to introduce you to the concept of reinforcement learning from human feedback, which actually employs supervised fine tuning along with human feedback and reinforcement learning to improve models' response. So, what I mean by that is that reinforcement learning from human feedback is a mechanism to improve the model's responses, which are in alignment with human preferences, values, intents, so that you can say if the output is helpful or not, or if it is safe or not, etc. Right? So there are three steps, as I mentioned. First is SFT, which is supervised fine tuning. Second is the reward model step, and third is the reinforcement learning. So I'll walk you through this diagram to understand how it happens step by step. So we have this base LLM model on which we perform supervised fine tuning to generate the fine tuned LLM, right? Which then generates the output based on your prompt or instructions. And then there's human employed in this loop so that the human can rate the responses that it has generated. So the output generated by the fine tuned LLM will, let's say, have multiple responses, and it will say response A, response B, and the human in the loop needs to rate those responses. And that particular data is then fed to the reward model, which uses that data as a training data, and this continues, right? And then in the reinforcement learn part, after this reward model has been trained, we use this reward model to rate the final responses, right? So we use the fine-tuned model LLM and give it certain prompts, which generates the output, and the reward model then rates those responses, and based on that, it comes up with the final answer. So coming back to this graph that we started with, we already discussed what is pre-training, how it outputs the foundational base model, what is a base model. Then we went to post-training steps. We understood supervised fine-tuning, RLHF. Also, supervised fine-tuning is part of RLHF. I just mentioned here so that we discuss it in the video. Safety alignment is what happens inside RLHF too. Again, like supervised fine-tuning. So basically, all of this can be converted to just RLHF. And finally, after all of this, we have our output assistant model. So we went from raw data on which the LLMs are trained to generating the output assistant models. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. And if you learn something from this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.